we have to talk about Shayna Baszler, because she was on Ariel Helwani's show this week and she revealed that she is in early talks with AEW about potentially going to the promotion. She, of course, has really strong ties to Marina Shafir, one of the MMA 4 horsewomen, who is also there. So she does have the contacts. Now, the question I want to ask you guys is, do you think she would be a good fit for All Elite Wrestling? Dez, I'll go to you first on this one.
To be honest, I would say no. Just because I feel like you could probably do a program with her and Marina Shafir, but I just kind of feel like she's going to get lost in the shuffle, right? She's a great wrestler, but when it comes to her mic work, I feel like she's just kind of there. I don't think she's the exact needle mover that will move on for AEW, but at the same time, if they just move with Marina, and if they continue this Death Rider storyline, maybe they could insert her into that, right? The Death Rider storyline right now is getting some of the biggest TV time in AEW. Whether it needs to or not, it is. That's just the way it is right now. So if you insert Shayna in that picture, then yes, she'll be showcased more. But if she's anywhere else, I don't know. Unless she's a big name in Ring of Honor, I feel like, I don't know. She does fit the mold, but I don't know if she's going to hit that star level.
Fair enough. And honestly, Des, I completely agree with you. I don't think she's a good fit for All Elite Wrestling in the slightest, and that is not anything negative about her. I just don't think it's a good fit. Her in-ring style, I don't think is going to work in AEW. They've tried some MMA type stuff with a few guys in there before, and it has failed terribly, right? And that women's division in All Elite Wrestling is already stacked, and a lot of people in it are being underutilized. I don't think Shayna Baszler going there would help AEW, and I don't think AEW would treat Shayna Baszler the way she deserves to be treated. I'm going to be completely honest. This is a wild take. I'd absolutely love to see her in either TNA, but specifically, I would love to see her in MLW. Yes, not as many people watch it, but her style would fit really well there, and she would be a major star. Shad, I can see you're disagreeing. What's your take?
No, Shayna Baszler is not.
Don't know what the cameras are doing, yeah?
Oh, you're good. No, Shayna Baszler is not a good fit in All Elite Wrestling. She is an amazing fit in All Elite Wrestling. Yes, absolutely. Sign the paper. Give it a contract, man. We are so far removed of how much of a star she is because she got so muddied up in the main roster. Shayna Baszler in Black and Gold NXT was absolutely phenomenal. And I think her in AEW is a shoo-in fit because it is a promotion that is a little bit more rugged, a little bit more rough around the edges. The presentation could be a little bit different. You know, you don't have to do the same stuff that they always do on the main roster. You don't have to go open mic promos all the time. You can have creative vignettes. Hell, you don't even have to have her talk at all. But she would fit like a glove, man. You talk about potentially starting up a tag division. Her and Marina Shafir can just run through that. Just run through it like a wrecking ball. Go ahead, create a Blackpool Combat Club and add her to it. Oh, my goodness. It would go crazy. But her as a singles competitor in that division, like, I think they, yes, are very deep right now. They have a lot of talent. But I think Shayna Baszler is one of those people that you can put at the top of the division, whether it's in the TBS title or in the AEW Women's title. You could put her in rivalries against Athena, against Toni Storm, against Mercedes, against Statlander, against Willow. Like, there's just a plethora of matches that can be added to it. And I think that star power can be reignited in AEW. I think she has a ability that the fans would just absolutely love. You know, you don't have to put her in makeshift tag teams with Natty or Nia Jax. You don't have to put her in silly stuff or in weird, horribly named groups like PFC. Like, no, you let her be who she is. You let her be the Queen of Spades. Go in there, wreak havoc, and she's a vet too. Like, I think like they work rough there. Like, I don't know if you saw that fatal four-way that they had, like the Queen Aminadas, man, the Teklas, like these girls work very stiff. And I think she could be a good vet, a great person to have in the locker room. you know, like just being able to kind of mentor people at this age of her career, I'm for it, man. I think she should definitely go to AEW. I don't think she should go to TNA, Ben, because TNA has the worst women's division in all of pro wrestling. They have Ash by Elegance having matches.
But that's why she should go there. She can actually elevate the division.
There ain't no elevating when there's nobody to wrestle. Like the only match
come
worth
off
having
it.
is
There are
Masha.
some good names.
It's
there.
her and Masha, and that's it.
I mean, whatever you want to say about her outside the ring, Tessa is a fantastic talent in the ring. Xia Brookside is fantastic, a lot of upside. And they've got quite a few really underrated lower down stars. Do they have not enough developed stars? I agree on that. But Shayna Baszler is somebody who could come in and really teach that division.
She would be a big fish in a small pond for sure. She would be one of the bigger people on the roster, and she would instantly be one of the biggest. Like, no offense, if Indy Hartwell can be a big deal coming out there, then Shayna Baszler can be a bigger deal than that. But look, man, if I'm a competitor, I want to wrestle people that's going to give me the itch to want to wrestle. I mean, besides Masha, I don't really like. There's not a match that I'm excited for with that. I just don't like TNA's production on their shows and how they book stuff. It's so like. It's like it's a lot of what I don't like about NXT. It's just really cheesy, cringe production stuff. A lot of characters I can't get behind. You know, it's just I'm not. I don't know. I feel like it would be a bit of a waste for her at this part of her career. I feel like she's still got so much like high quality stuff she could do, and in AEW, I feel like she can do that. Like I rave about it all the time, bro. I really love AEW's women's division on paper. Like, I think they have an incredible roster of girls that can just absolutely go. Like, in that Fatal 4-Way they had was like last week, like for the number one contender, like Alex Windsor, Queen Aminata. Like, these girls are so amazing. And
you're right.
Like, those, even those, like, those are like the people that are like respectfully or on the bottom, you know, of the card, where like her versus Stat, her versus Willow, like, oh my god, bro, sign me up. I'm getting excited.
But there's better matches which we still haven't seen with better wrestlers. I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful here to Shayna Baszler, but the only way I want to see her in AEW is if they introduce those tag titles, because her and Marina Shafir as a tag team, now that's adding proper value.
Shayna's an exceptional wrestler, bro. She's an exceptional wrestler.
She's good.
I'm going to be honest, compared to who they have. Listen, I think she's a great wrestler. I just don't think at this point in her career, she is on the level of any of the talent who are already in that main event picture in All Elite Wrestling.
That's fair. I do want to add, I agree with what Shad said. If I'm Shayna Baszler, I do want to go to AEW because that's where the best women's division is. But if I'm a booker, I'm thinking we already have Chris. We already have Megan Bain. We already have like dominant woman in that division. So how is Shayna Baszler going to fit in that fold?
You get better. You keep adding more. Like I hate the notion that you can't get more. If you're a football team and you have the potential to get better players, like more talent on your roster, more depth, you do it. Like I don't.
Not necessarily. You don't. Because then what happens is your locker room morale goes down because people aren't being used. And when people are underutilized, that then affects the entire team. And that's when things start to crumble down. You have to find the right balance. And I think they're already only slightly past that line already.
Their women's division is like not having a surplus, though. They can add more people onto the roster and get better with it. Like
I don't mind. They get like 10 minutes a week and they have like 60 women signed.
But that's a booking problem, though. That's always a booking problem. You can say the same about WWE. We can say that their roster is overfilled, right? We don't see Natalya on TV that much. We don't see I mean, Candice LeRae's biggest spot was in a men's tag match, and she can wrestle probably better than most of the women on the SmackDown roster, belt for belt, if I'm being completely honest with you. Yeah. She's a better professional wrestler than the world champion is in the ring. Like, so, but she don't get to wrestle. So, like, but that's because of booking, and that's how the bookers are. If you book better and if you book more fairly, anything's possible. I mean, we see it with NXT. look, NXT, does NXT have the best? When we say they're the best women's division, does that mean they have the best roster? Absolutely not. They don't have the best
No.
roster of women, but they book their women prominently where it makes you like, okay, I see it, and the potential rises. I mean, that's why, like, I mean, this card that they have on the same day is All Out. Like there's 3 women's matches on it, right? And one of the matches is
You are right.
so that's all booking.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, you're completely right there. That is true. But I'm taking the booking into account with it. But I want to get to some of these comments because he says perhaps they could treat Shayna Baszler like a Jack Swagger, like a Jake Hager when he first got there, or perhaps even go to Ring of Honor. That is one which actually
That's
I would
what I was
quite like
thinking
to
too.
see.
Nice.
Great shout there. Numero 1 says you could sign Shayna to AEW, but what would she be doing there? Where would she fit? Only way to do it is if you brought in Ronda as well.